Hey, what's up? It's Jordan. Today I want to talk about how alcohol ruined my life. So I'm 27 years old. I went to college, went to high school, experienced a lot of things, went through stage 4 cancer, and you would think that going through cancer would stop me from putting a terrible toxin into my body, but it didn't. So that's why I want to talk about some ways that alcohol ruined my life, and maybe you'll relate to this. I think obviously alcohol is the most socially acceptable thing in the world. It's at every restaurant, they offer it to you everywhere, and their alcohol companies are in bed with the colleges and every restaurant and every event you go to. So it's just socially acceptable to do it. However, when I think back to it, alcohol is the thing that made me do more drugs, like cocaine, Molly, ketamine. It's made me cheat. It's made me lust after females. It made me treat them bad. It made me treat my friends bad. And it was like this escape that I could never end. And then I learned about this thing where alcohol increases dopamine, which is our chemical in our body that makes us crave more. And then it increases our serotonin, which is the feel good, euphoria, the buzz, and drunk you feel from it. So let's say we start here after work. Boom, our dopamine and serotonin goes up. And then after a little while, after our first drink, D-nephrine, which is like a chemical that reduces the serotonin and reduces the dopamine. But when it reduces our serotonin, the feel good, it actually makes us lower than when we had the drink before. Which, now think about this. This is why we can't just have one drink. And some of you that can, all power to you. Probably don't have an alcohol problem. But for most of us, that's the reason why we just keep having more and more and more and more alcohol. And then before you know it, you're hooking up with a random person, kissing random people, cheating, or, you know, saying some crazy shit, or sometimes not doing anything crazy, but you know you could. And then the next day we feel like shit. So it's like we're poisoning ourselves. We got addicted and socially accepted to poison ourselves. And that's all it is. It's ethanol that gets us drunk. It's the same thing we put in our gas tanks. So this has literally made me do stuff with my best friend's girl and made me cheat on girls that I was faithful to. And it made me like not care about my business anymore. I spent years in solitude building my business and not going out and anything. And then once it starts to becoming successful, then I start going out and partying and drinking and celebrating. And before you know it, nothing has really grown. When that happens, we're not living our truest purpose as men and humans. Our truest purpose in life is to live with happiness, love, connection, everything we could say yes to. And every time we poison ourselves and drink, we're saying, nah, we don't need it. We don't need to live our highest potential. And then we wonder why guys get cheated on. It's because if you don't respect yourself, how can you expect a woman to respect you? So it's really ruined my life because I let it have so much control and power over me. The only way I could have fun is to get drunk. The only way I could go out to a restaurant, have a drink. The only way I could go to a show and dance, have a drink. The only way I could perform, have a drink, let out the nerves. Today marks 15 days free from alcohol, and my life has changed so much. I've gone to church. I've gone to yoga. I've done exercising more. I have a way more clear head. I'm actually getting dopamine hits out of reading, out of making videos again, out of having good conversations, deep conversations. It's made me eat healthier. And now I'm getting addicted to those things. Rather than when I was drinking every day, I couldn't have fun by reading, right? I just wanted to watch Netflix and consume entertainment and masturbate and, you know, stuff like that. It was a big problem. And now, like, I'm so happy that I'm able to get out of that cycle. And if you're looking to do it, I highly suggest having, you know, a support system. Have someone you're doing it with and really genuinely want to. I would say for guys, like if you have a girl and, you know, you're blaming her, you can't blame the woman. You have to lead her. You have to show her that you want more and that you're doing more, and she should follow. And if not, obviously get rid of her because she doesn't respect you. Once she doesn't respect you, it's hard to gain that back. You have to rebuild. It's like I'm doing more than ever, and I'm actually getting the dopamine and serotonin, like the butterflies when I'm doing things like this, like yoga. I'm getting butterflies. Just like it feels like a buzz, right? It feels like an alcohol buzz. When I'm working out, I feel so good after. Instead of working out when you're hungover, you just feel like shit. So I highly suggest trying out the 30-day alcohol-free. A book I'm reading is the 30-day alcohol experiment. Check it out. It's definitely helping. You learn like the fallacies in drinking, like, oh, you know, at happy hour. The alcohol companies have been so good at marketing. They're the greatest marketing companies of all time, next to makeup companies. But, you know, happy hour. Oh yeah, after work, I can become happy. And so when you're not living your truest potential, when you're working a job you hate, of course it's easier to do something like alcohol. But now you're working a job you don't like, you're not interested in, then getting drunk to suppress those feelings, and then you're living in a cycle and wasting your life. And then you're we're living in this rat race. The only asset in our life is time. It's running out every single day. We are gonna die. And the alcohol is just putting us closer to death. We're poisoning ourselves. We can't do that no more. So 2024 is all about self-improvement, getting 1% better every day, and just not thinking about the 30-day alcohol-free or getting rid of alcohol for life. Just think about today, I'm sober. And when you wake up tomorrow, make that commitment too. So if you want to talk to anybody, I'm always here. Reach out to me. I'm enjoying doing this, and life is becoming more beautiful because of it. So we are in control, and we cannot let a substance have control over us anymore. Nah, 2024 feels different, guys, and I'm so excited. So share your alcohol journey down below. I would love to learn about it in our community. It could help someone and change someone's life. So comment down below your journey, hit that subscribe button if you're on a path of self-improvement. Let's do this together and let's change our lives. Let's get it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.